In 2008, you had something close to a bubble in home real estate. 50 million people had mortgages roughly at that time out of 75 million homeowners. When that bubble burst, it hit home to probably 40% of the households in the country, these people that had mortgages on their houses. And fear spread in the month of September 2008 at a rate that was like a tsunami.
Who do you hold responsible for that?
Bubbles are always hard to ascertain the originators of it. There really aren't any originators. Everybody got caught in. Some were foolish, some were crooked, some were both. But you had a mass illusion that it could go on forever. You had Wall Street firms participating, you had mortgage originators participating, but you had the public participating. And it was, you know, it was a lot of fun. I mean, it was like going to Cinderella going to the party. I mean, it was all going to turn to mice and pumpkins at midnight, but nobody wanted to leave until 1 minute to midnight, and the rush for the door was couldn't be handled.
What for you were the lessons you learned from 2008?
I didn't really learn any new lessons in 2008 or 9. I had emphasized to me some of the things that I'd always believed, that you do need somebody who can say, well, do whatever it takes. The U.S. government had to do the right things, not perfect things, but generally the right things, starting in September, and they did a fantastic job, actually, of getting the train back on the tracks. There was still damage for a long period thereafter, but it was really important to have fast action at that time. And we were very fortunate we had the leaders we did. If we'd had people who waited for all the information to be right, or for committees to work, or that sort of thing, it would have been far, far worse. People talk about a fog of war, but there's a fog of panic too. And during that panic, you're getting inaccurate information, you're hearing rumors. If you wait till you know everything, it's too late. People today, 10 years later, they're still affected by the crisis, various people in different ways, but they're not as affected as they were in 2009 or 2010.
Has that confidence come back?
Yeah, but it comes back slowly. I can understand why people that lost their houses or lost their jobs or whatever may have happened to them feel that there must be somebody out there that was profiting from this, that did it doing some things that should send them to jail. The people that ran most of the institutions, the big institutions, that got in trouble. I mean, I probably shouldn't name names, but they went away rich. They may have been disgraced to some degree, but they went away rich. So I don't think the incentive system has been improved a lot from what it was 10 years ago. If I knew what the next crisis would look like, I could might be a little bit helpful in stopping it. But there will be other crises. There's no way of knowing when you're in a situation like we were in the fall of 2008 or 9, when or precisely how it will end. You know the United States will come back. The factories don't disappear, the farmland doesn't disappear, the skills of the people don't disappear. But you had a system which was going to put them all in an idle position, or could do it, and there's no way of knowing how far it was going to go. What's left from the crisis is pretty much are memories. I mean, the tracks are still there, the train's still there, but we had a big interruption in 2008 and 9, and now the train has been running pretty darn well, and we've shown that America can't be stopped.